a place, a time, maybe you picked up, you ventured into some little place.
Okay, I tell you what, this was probably about 1990 or 91. There was a store not too far from here in Bed-Stuy on Franklin Avenue and Fulton Street. It was just a record store. And that was the spot that a lot of up-and-coming producers used to dig. Like people like Large Professor, Biz Markie frequented that spot a lot. And that was the first store that I bought my very first like expensive, what I call expensive, super collectible record.
At that time was what?
Which was SOUL.
Wow.
You know, and I think the price tag on that was $45 back then, which now everything goes for like $100.
Yeah.
Plus when you see it, if it's mint.
Wow.
But yeah, that's prior to that, you know, I was kind of just getting records wherever I could, but that store really specialized in rare groove. It was a store that a lot of people from England and Japan used to scour back in the early 90s and then find the rarities and take them back overseas and charge an arm and a leg for them.
Right.
You know? But yeah, that's...
And how does that now translate into the connection with BBE and your new mix?
Well, I mean, you know, BBE is a label that caters to the digger and the collector primarily, because the owner, that's what he does. You know, that's what he respects and that's what he appreciates. So obviously, the Strange Games and Funky Things is a series that he's been doing, you know, since 2000. And my mix, this is the second one that I've done for him. You know, and we compiled it together. You know, I picked some, he picked some, and I did the mix, and you know, it's being celebrated at the moment. Again, because the first one, I on my travels, especially when I go to Europe, people always tell me that has to be one of my most famous mix CDs ever.
Wow.
You know, I get a lot of high regard for that.
Nice.
For that mix. So I think it's this one is going down the same path. You know, I'm reading tweets and I'm, you know, getting emails and stuff and getting a reaction. People are digging it.
I listened to it, you know, just a couple of weeks ago. It's pretty dope, man. I love to be able to hear hip hop art, like, you know, predominantly like hip hop producer that could like just sit and mix the old shit and just make it sound, you know, even cutting too, because that's not easy to cut and start mixing the old tracks.
Exactly.